How did Queen Latifah come up with her stage name? Why does she blame herself for her brother's demise? And what made her choose to never speak about her relationship status? Hi, I'm Janet. Let's find out. Birth of the Queen. Dana Elaine Owens, yeah, that's Queen's real name, was born in New Jersey. She had an elder brother, who, by the way, contributed to that small scar on her forehead. Have you ever noticed it? Well, now you probably have. They were playing tag when they were kids, and she accidentally banged her head on the bathroom wall. I have to say, this scar doesn't detract from her appearance at all.
I was raised around a lot of boys, so I had to, smack them up a little bit and let them know, hey, I'm in this piece, watch out, boom.
Anyway, her parents divorced when she was 10, and she kept on living with her mother. Little Queen, or Dana if you wish, went to Catholic school and attended a Baptist church. And right there, she began showing off her talent, singing in a choir and school productions. After performing the song Home from The Wizard of Oz, she even received a standing ovation. But at the time, Dana didn't dream of becoming a famous singer. Yet, as a child, she wanted to be a marine biologist and a truck driver. What a cool combination, huh? But fate had a different plan for her. Soon, Dana formed her first ever band with two of her friends and called it Ladies Fresh, and they started making appearances wherever they could. And that's when Dana's mother, who was also an actress, stepped in to help the girls. She invited Mark James, a local DJ who was pretty popular back then, to appear at a school party where Dana was performing with her band. He liked them right away, and Mark's basement, filled with electronic and recording equipment, became like a second home for the band, who turned into a crew of DJs called Flavor Unit. Soon enough, Dana became popular, and by then, she had already changed her stage name to Queen Latifah. Queen came around thanks to her mother's notion that all women are queens. And Latifah came from the Arabic word that means delicate, kind, and sensitive. It was also a nickname her cousin gave her when she was a child. I loved the way it sounded, Queen said. Even though I played basketball, climbed trees, fought boys, whipped their asses, and was big for my age, delicate, sensitive, kind accurately described who I was inside. And more things were yet to come for the delicate Queen we know and love now. Taking everything to perfection. Due to her incredible charisma and strong vocals, an independent record label, Tommy Boy, quickly noticed Queen and offered her a deal. At only 19, she already had her first album recorded. It was All Hail to the Queen, quite a successful album that peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Top Hip Hop and R&B albums. In 1998, Latifah became the first rapper ever to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. But after a while, she decided to expand her horizons and try out other music styles. And that's how she became the queen, not only of rap, but also of soul and jazz music. And yet, even this wasn't enough for her, because she was also developing her acting talent. Being a perfectionist by nature, she has just always wanted it all. I want to be De Niro, I want to be Pacino and Foster and Hanks, but black, and I've got to put in the work to do that. I'll never give it less than 100%, Queen once commented. What an attitude, huh? Latifah started her acting career by playing small roles in House Party 2, Jungle Fever, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. For 5 years, she starred in a Fox sitcom, Living Single. The series gained good reviews and high ratings, especially among black audiences. Later, Queen got to play alongside Denzel Washington and Angelina Jolie in The Bone Collector. So yeah, she has known Denzel for years, but she still didn't want to consult with him about her most recent role in The Equalizer. If you want to learn why, stay tuned, because we'll talk about it soon. Queen also hosted her own TV show titled The Queen Latifah Show, but it was canceled due to declining ratings. Her breakthrough in acting came with the role of Mama Morton in the musical Chicago. The film was an enormous success, and it even won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2003. Queen was also nominated for an Oscar that year, but lost to her co-star, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Ever since then, Latifah has kept on showing class with her performances in movies of different kinds that have received varied critical and box office receptions. From the critically acclaimed Bessie to the coldly accepted Taxi, from the romantic comedy Last Holiday to the drama Life Support, it looks like she has played it all. She even voiced Ellie the Mammoth in the Ice Age animated series. And she has received a Grammy, Emmy, Golden Globe, and many other awards. But despite all this, Queen's life hasn't always gone smoothly. The Dark Side of Queen. Back in 1999, Latifah released an autobiography titled Ladies First: Revelations of a Strong Woman. In it, she discussed her troubled past that had a lot to do with the drug trade and prostitution. I've been to those dark places, and I will never go back to them. To get to the point of true contentment with who I am, I had to go through a whole bunch of years of being something other than myself. And she also told readers about how she dealt with the tragic death of her elder brother. He was only 24, and he died riding a motorcycle Queen gave him as a birthday gift. This accident led to a bout of depression and drug abuse for Latifah. It almost broke her. After my brother passed away, that ruined my world. It rocked me to my core, the actress once confessed, and added that she has never been the same since his death. After a while, she managed to recover by establishing a university scholarship foundation in her brother's name. But her troubles didn't end there. In 1995, Queen became a victim of a carjacking and had to witness her bodyguard being shot. Later, she was arrested a few times for possession of marijuana, carrying a loaded handgun, and driving under the influence. And 3 years later, Latifah's mom, actress Rita Owens, passed away due to heart failure. She'd been battling this health issue for 14 years, and yet it still shocked Queen. It was something that affected my mom, who was otherwise a totally healthy person, she revealed. It kind of came out of nowhere, it felt. It was hard for Queen to overcome this loss because she'd always been close to her mother. And ever since it happened, Latifah has been an advocate for a heart-healthy lifestyle and heart failure awareness. But despite all the troubles, Queen keeps her head up high. God keeps me on track because he knows I'm human and that I'll make mistakes, she commented. I want to get into heaven, so you'll never find me sinning too much. But in life, I try to be brave and take charge. Well, she's the queen after all, so she's always in charge. And these days, she's finally happy because both her career and personal life are going well. Speaking of which, happily in love. Queen rarely discusses her private life. Here's what she said about it in one of her interviews. I don't have a problem discussing the topic of somebody being gay, but I do have a problem discussing my personal life. You don't get that part of me. We can understand that. After all, not all stars like to post every single step they make on Instagram stories, right? And yet, there are a few things we know about Queen's personal life. Latifah is openly gay and lives with her long-term partner, dancer and choreographer, Ebony Nichols. She's done choreography for such popular shows as the American Music Awards, Good Morning America, The Today Show, and Jimmy Kimmel Live. Wow, that's quite a resume. These two gorgeous women met over 10 years ago on Dancing with the Stars, but only began their relationship 4 years ago. And it looks like Ebony became the woman who managed to make Queen settle down. About 4 years ago, the actress shared in an interview that she was seriously thinking of starting a family. I had to get a lot of partying out of my system early in life for about 40 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm good now. I think I'm ready, she shared. They didn't wait long afterward, because in 2019, Queen and Ebony welcomed their first child, a baby girl. Ebony was the one to carry and deliver their daughter. Since Queen sticks to her decision to avoid sharing her relationship details, we don't know anything about their child. But we can safely assume that these two mothers and their baby girl are all happy.
I'm very, very blessed to have my family, my friends, and we were always more important than this business.
And being a mom certainly doesn't prevent Latifah from taking part in new projects. What's next for Queen? After everything she's been through, Latifah clearly knows what she wants from life. She is a confident woman, and she isn't afraid of new challenges. Soon, we're going to see her in the upcoming drama, The Tiger Rising, alongside Dennis Quaid, as well as in a sports comedy, Hustle, starring Adam Sandler and Ben Foster. And these days, you can watch her in a new series, The Equalizer. It's based on the TV series with the same name that aired on CBS in the 80s, and the more recent Denzel Washington film. I watched The Equalizer as a kid growing up, so I always loved the idea of it, Latifah said. I felt like this would be a great opportunity to take all the things I've learned throughout my career and my life and be able to exact some justice. Filming the series has been demanding, and Queen had to train a lot and do many of her own stunts. But it was all worth it because Latifah loved how the series turned out. And she also said that although she personally knows Denzel Washington, she didn't talk to him about the new adaptation before giving life to her character. He would have told me I was crazy. He would have talked some sense into me, the actress commented. Have you already watched the series? And do you agree that Latifah's portrayal of the Equalizer is a bit crazy? Share in the comments below. But Richard Lindheim, co-creator of the original Equalizer series, managed to give his stamp of approval. He saw a cut of the first episode only a day before passing away this January. Needless to say, his opinion on it was very special to Latifah. If you liked this video, watch another one we made about the cast of the new Equalizer series. And stay awesome!